All right, folks, I'm here for my Saturday trading session. You're going to see it in full. I haven't been online in over 24 hours. What's happened? Well, I'm in this Bitcoin long, which hasn't really moved. And I'm in this SEI short, which is moving in my favor. And I'm in this CFX short, which is also moving in my favor. So I'm going to see what else is out there. And also, I'm going to take it as an opportunity to potentially take risk off of these trades and maybe look for another alt that I can short, but I need to get under the hood and see what happens. First of all, I didn't see how everything closed. Gold has just been absolutely straight up. What a sick run for gold. Wow, again, I bought on this day actually. I bought on February 14th and I sold that week somewhere in here. But it's all good. Next time. Silver is actually breaking at an important place. Like this would have been a short here if I traded futures. We actually had red days on the NASDAQ, but a green day. Yeah, okay. We actually had a red day, which is interesting to have a red day. Oh, interesting. We had a red day where on Friday, actually, Bitcoin had a green day. So we have Bitcoin. Let's just go ahead and take a look. Doge is pushing up. I heard SHIB was the single biggest performer. BNB is in a rejectable area of the chart, so that's important. Let's take a look. ETH BTC. ETH looks a little healthier, but I mean, really, it's just pushing up. I want to see XRP up today or Friday because it's not a new candle yet. Others is in a rejectable place. I said, hey, we have a short here. Well, we have a short signal here. Oh, that's others dominance. Okay. Total three. Not giving shorts and also breakouts, but I like the ones that I'm in. I want to look at SHIB because it was on my feed. Already kind of missed him, but this is maybe sellable. Usually when SHIB goes straight up, it's can go straight down. So let's add a section. How do I do that? I want to add a section. Add symbol? No. Table view. Why can't I add a section? Add section. Here we go. Orders and trade. Also at the 200 and up here. I guess I missed it after the close, but I'm not really getting alerts right now. So we're just gonna, yeah, Popcat breaking down. I was short here and I just barely got stopped. A little bit wider, but it looks pretty rejectable to me. On a lot of these. BNX, yeah, just wrong on this. So I'm gonna go through and see what maybe works. Before that, I am in this Bitcoin long, and I want to see how it's looking. I mean, I still like it. I still like Bitcoin to all-time highs, relative strength. We'll see though. This is a place it could fail. Um, I'm still most interested in Bitcoin coming down into this area, clearing all this liquidity. I don't know that that would happen now, but same thing for ETH, although I don't have the limit on ETH anymore. And I don't know that we get down here, but we need to take a look at order flow and see what's going on. So this is what we're going to do. And I'm just using order flow for trader positioning. I'm not using Crypto Fear and Greed. I'm not using Twitter. I can't remember the last time I logged on to Twitter. Let's see. The market's pretty hot across the board in terms of leverage. So I like my shorts. I want to take risk off by advancing the stop and then possibly look for more. But let's start with, we're gonna look at Bitcoin. We're gonna look at ETH, and we're gonna look at the couple of the different alts positions that I'm in and see. Indicator, CBD, open interest. Did I get? Oh, I only got one CBD. I already have this. Wrong asset. So I want to look at Conflux. CBD, interest, SEI, funding rate. Okay, CBD. Okay, so let's start with Bitcoin. It doesn't look great here as my first impression. I do like that actually, one thing I can say that I do like is open interest has not increased as price has gone from 63 to 65. That's bullish. I saw here that funding was coming down and thought maybe we'd get a move up from that, but funding is pretty hot again, but funding has been hot with price continuing to increase. And I don't see anything from CVD that's really that concerning. I mean, there's been, yeah, if anything, spot, perp's kind of unloaded. So I'm okay staying long on Bitcoin here. It is a little bit risky, and I maybe risked more than was smart. I meant to have, oh, we did. I would have gotten filled regardless. Friday. No, no, no. This is where I think yeah, maybe a breakout long above here as an add-on. But I'm quite interested in longs from here. Now, let's go take a look at Ethereum, which also open interest is roughly the same with price creeping higher. It's kind of bullish. Funding's not crazy high. Not really tradable. I do think seems. I mean, look where we failed, right, on Friday. This is definitely what it looks like before a move down, but just the question is it going to happen here or down here? It seems likely. Bitcoin, I'm going to leave my Bitcoin alone and just add more risk on the best alt shorts. So let's look at SEI, this one. Well, we see open interest has been draining. Funding has actually been getting more positive. I'm okay with sticking with it. I mean, one of my rules now is I cannot, um, I'm just not allowed to uh, mark it out in any way. So one thing I am going to do is I'm going to advance my stop to right here. And then that'll take out a lot of the risk on it and continue to aim right down here. Makes all the sense in the world to me. So this is the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to advance my stop. And I'm not going to add on here. I'm going to look for a different alt to trade instead. So I'm going to put my stop loss here at 0.4817. So I took off a good amount of risk. I don't really feel super good about the Bitcoin long. I made it twice as big as I kind of wanted to, but I could have the option of trying to put a narrow TP. We didn't really create too much in terms of gaps though. Actually, ETH did. Dumped and created a 4-hour gap. So that's bearish. I'm not that interested in shorting ETH though. I'm more interested in shorting something else. But Bitcoin is relatively stronger, didn't create a 4-hour gap, and is maybe just ranging. Um, yeah, it's going to be important to not watch this because I could have a lot of risk come in, but because these are working, I want to add to them. So Conflux, let's take a look. Funding, CBD is selling off. It looks good. Let's de-risk it somewhat. Put our stop to this high at 0.191. So let's do that. Okay. Now, Sheeb is the first one on my radar. So let's go ahead and start by looking at Sheeb. Trust. Futures, interesting. Had serious dumping here, but why? Is it shorts coming in? It doesn't make sense with the funding rate so high. Lowest. Sheeb. Let's see, Sheeb. What's going on here? I want to see spot CBD. Very important. What's going on? Sheeb. I need to know the CBD to get a good read on this. CBD, okay, let's try this. Okay. Well, funding is hot. We see that. Okay. Funding has been, yeah, it's weird. I mean, this was spot driven, but spot has sold off a lot. And I mean, the open interest went from 14 to 32 million. I would say I'm interested in being a seller here, but um, maybe I would maybe be interested in doing it as a limit seller up in this region, maybe. I don't know though, it was like a pretty inefficient move up could lead to a pretty inefficient move down, right? When it just goes straight up, oftentimes it does this slowly bleeding down, right? I mean, either it continues here or it's done, right? It could do this and go again. Oops, on the 1 minute. I could also call this a top and sell now. But let me come back to that because I want to see TWT setup. Near is one that didn't work. I want to find the best one. Popcat. Stacks. Honestly, a lot of them look pretty good. Okay. So a couple big sells came in right here. Like that. Um, let's see what's up the most today. This could maybe give me an idea of if there's a better one. Oh, CKB. I saw XRP. It's not in the right place. Doge. No. Pepe. Okay, Pepe is in position, so this is one, maybe. Where? FLR. That one already retraced and isn't set up right. A link. Bonk. Almost there. You know what I can do? Let me go to deleted symbols and just go quickly through, see what is there today. Harb was there yesterday. Rather than chase, I want something that is set up today. And Pepe is the one that I'm seeing that's doing that. But I mean, it looks pretty good um, for selling. Probably my actually Flocky's maybe doable. It's maybe the Litecoin got there just too, and then went too far. People maybe. Um, mm, 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 mm. Yeah, I kind of got fucked on Bitcoin by mistake, and I didn't fix it, which is I wanted a stock market buy above the current high, but it might not matter. I mean, this is maybe a place to buy and not sell, right? Weak ones look weak. Okay, so the ones I'm most interested in are Flocky, People, and Pepe. So let's go look. So I want to see how am I doing on margin. I might need to transfer money to have more margin, possibly. I can also close my Bitcoin long from lower, which I'll probably just do to have more margin, and look to open when we're closer to that. So, I mean, this looks like locally a buy, so I don't want to be a seller here. Yeah, all these just kind of popping back. So let's look. So I'm looking at Pepe. I mean, I love to short Pepe and Flocky and Whiff and stuff like that. These are my Pepe funding rates. Flocky funding rate, and then what was the other one? It was people. People. So then we're gonna throw on CBD and open interest. CBD, wow. CBD, get both. Spot, it's important. Okay, let's start with Pepe. What I'm seeing is price went up, open interest doubled, funding sky high, spot sold off. I definitely want to be a seller on Pepe. It might be better to wait until the close, but I think it's maybe better to just get in there. Or, I mean, if I want to limit, the problem with limiting that I've had is just it's not. This is the monthly high, right? It was the start of the month, but there's just something about the algo. People look at that. So I would be looking for open interest to at least dump out to this level, if not this level. So I'd be looking for price to come down to at minimum down here, but this seems like it'd be a good place to aim. And I could think about trying to limit. We'll come back to that. Flocky is interesting. I like that it's already creating and respecting bearish fair value gaps. I love how inefficient that move is. So let's look at Flocky. I mean, I want to short because open interest went from 7 million to 23 million, and it went on future CVD, mostly on futures and funding sky high. 100% want to do this. People doesn't look nearly as good. The funding isn't as dramatic. Okay, post this here. CFX, SEI, and CFX shorts are working. Today I'm gonna add Pepe and Flocky. Insane open interest on these ones with super high funding rate. Flocky, yeah. Flocky funding rate went from open interest went from 6 million to 24 million. So crazy. The idea behind CBD is it tells you um, who's moving. CBD tells you about volume on sell and buy candles. It gives you an idea if market sellers or market buyers are moving the market. Where I find it useful on a fundamental level is seeing divergences between spot and perp CVD. For instance, if if perp CVD is an upward sloping line, meaning increasing buy pressure or decreasing sell pressure from leveraged longs, but the spot CVD line is sloping down, meaning spot holders have been selling out of their positions at the market. It's very likely that price will go down because those spot sellers won't have to buy back their position. Spot sellers don't need to do anything, but the perp buyers will have to sell out of their positions. Okay. So I want to do these, it's just a question of the best way. Also, there's no guarantee they work at all. But yeah, that's just a random move down from Bitcoin on the weekend. I kind of just want to do it now and log off, not expecting it to move that much. And just pressure coming in over the weekend on the leverage longers. I mean, I can wait 3 hours, but that can also lead to problems. Something like that is my idea. I could try to wait. I could try to set a limit order as well. So let's focus in here. Flocky, I'm very happy to try here. Open interest went from 6 million to 24 million with positive funding, meaning and price increased by like 50% without significant spot buying. It was a lot of horny longs. It's kind of insane. Pepe also looks very good. I like selling on a little up thrust. I mean, it's the weekend, right? So what is our weekend range? I don't know. I kind of just want to shoot my shot on these. Where price is right now. Flocky is technically not signal until it closed below. And same with Pepe, but I really like how they're set up. I'm just gonna fire on them. I was able to take risk off of both of these. And I still have this Bitcoin risk that I want to mitigate. So again, I could look for price to come back up to that high. Take the high. Doesn't feel like the best place to be a buyer locally when this huge volume came in. And then price is immediately springing upwards. I hope Bitcoin doing the same. But Wow, ETH looks weak. I kind of want to throw an ETH short too, maybe. Something small. So we have this 4 hour gap that formed above, right? Maybe throw like a little bit of risk on this, something like this. And I would target this low right here. I kind of like that too, actually. ETH funding rate. This one is more of a chart trade, but it looks a little bit better over here. I mean, yeah, I may do it, but just throw like a small amount of money on it. I just think Sheeb and the other one are better, but this one it looks like a good chart trade is why. This futures, I mean, open interest, it just doesn't look nearly as good as the other ones. Hmm, do want to be cautious about my risk on the shorts. One possibility would be trying for a sweep, which may never get filled. And it's kind of rocketing. Same with Pepe. Is everything doing that? I need to either come back in 2.5 hours or set a limit order, potentially. I mean, they can sail higher despite the insane divergences. Look at the increase in funding here. Absolutely insane. Just this move alone went from 8 million. Right down here, there was $8 million in open interest, and it went from people going long, it went to 20 million, and um, they have not closed their positions. So I know that I want to short. I'm just looking at not liking the local entry. It's not the optimal time to take this trade. And yeah, I feel like I'm in some of the weaker ones. Thinking about where I might limit. Not quite insane, I mean, but still pretty crazy. Went from 62 million in open interest to 105 million, and they're still open. Okay, I think I'm gonna fire now. First red candle. Flocky, where's it gonna end? Right, I'm not gonna get it perfect. Okay, Bitcoin move back. These ones still red on the hour, so I really like that. Okay, I'm gonna fire now. So we'll start with Flocky. I'm gonna sell. I'm gonna run it something like up here. I like that. Allow for a sweep. 0 point. Did it come in as a limit? No. Flocky, my stop loss is gonna be 0.00018,478. Okay. I'm going to double my position. Roughly. Log off here. Add a little bit more. Okay. I like it. Then I'm going to target. I guess the safe one would be where that open interest move up happened. So actually, it's better to aim right here, right? It's better to aim for right at this low, which is not quite as exciting, but still seems like super likely that happens. Let's look at that. Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense. Open interest was flat, and there was actually spot buying, so I might not love it that much, but I think this is where I should aim. We're gonna do, I'm gonna put it at 0.1231489, which is it's only a little better than 1R, which is fine. Um, so not quite as exciting as I thought. And then Pepe, we could aim a little bit lower on Pepe. We could aim down here, which makes this a little bit of a better trade. So let's do that. Let's fire on Pepe next. Okay. I'm gonna put my stop at on Pepe at yeah, something like that seems fine. It could just keep coasting higher, it's possible. Which is why we have a stop, and also I feel a lot better with the Bitcoin long too. 0.12345. 12018. How many zeros are here? One, two, four zeros, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 0.123412018. Okay. And I'm going to target down here at 0.123458192. Okay. Let me actually maybe, I'm gonna maybe move my stop a little bit higher. Something like that. Where is it? Like 0.121. Okay. Then I'm also going to increase my position here. Okay. I'm going to increase it even a little bit more. So now I have some pretty large positions on, which is fine. Up nicely on the day. Uh, I haven't seen anyone else use it as an indicator that way. The common way I see people using it is when there's a divergence between price um, and perp CVD. Perp CVD down, price up, suggests hidden limit sellers. Limit buyers equals strong market equals more upside. Perp CVD up, price down, suggests hidden limit sellers equals weak market equals more downside. A problem with CVD is it only shows market buy, sell activity, doesn't show limit sell, buy, sell activity. The idea is divergence between perp CVD and price reveals limit sellers, but I think it's better used it's maybe better to study divergence between perp and spot CVD regardless of price. Okay, Tuesday. What did my add-on right around here? I need to be prepared for them to take the high. Also, I don't really love the Bitcoin. I kind of hate it, but I'm gonna leave it because I have all these shorts which will help pay for it. And it's against my rules to market out of it. And it might just work. I mean, Bitcoin still looks pretty healthy. And my stop's kind of far. Right? I like that the open interest has kind of cleared out with the price going up. And this move up and down is kind of perps and spot's still buying. So I'm gonna leave that alone. That's where we are. Happy trading, much love and peace.